If you are listening to this, there's a good chance that you're a woman in the corporate world who feels stuck in your career and you're not sure how to advance. If that's the case, I want to let you know that I have an incredible resource that can help you. I created a promotion readiness checklist with you in mind. The checklist can help you pinpoint exactly what you need to work on to advance in your career. And the best part, it's completely free and it only takes 3 minutes to complete. I have helped countless women like you achieve their career goals, and I know exactly what it takes to succeed in the corporate world. My promotion readiness checklist is a perfect tool to help you get started on your path to success. You will find the link on the episode website, or you can go on nowomanleftbehind.com to take the quiz. Hey everyone, welcome back. I am so excited to be kicking off the second season, per se, of the No Woman Left Behind podcast. It took me some time to rebrand the podcast, and I've also been working on other projects, but now I am back and I'm going to kick off this season with a mini series before I start releasing the new episodes for the season. And after a few episodes, I might include either solo cast and I'd like to get your opinion on this. I've been wondering how you would feel if I started interviewing men on the podcast that are considered allies. So they would have to be super supportive of women and help us figure out how we can continue to advance our careers compared to men. So I've been kind of thinking about that, and I am curious if anybody has any opinion on that, because this is the No Woman Left Behind podcast. I have been feeling that it would be out of my values to interview men when my whole passion project is to help women advance in their careers. But if we can get insider tips and secrets from how men manage their career, I think that would be really valuable. So if you have any feeling on, yes, that would be good, or heck no, Rosie, we don't want men on the podcast, please, by all means, let me know. My email is rosie@nowomanleftbehind.com. You can also message me. I'm primarily on LinkedIn, but I also get DMs from Instagram. So again, reach out to me. Let me know what you think about that idea. So I am going to be kicking off this mini series with shorter podcast episodes, and I am a certified high performance coach, and I wanted to give you a little bit of an inside view on what high performance coaching is all about. I have been having tremendous success with the clients that I am coaching, and high performance coaching is a compounding effect. So I'll tell you a little bit about how the program works. We do a strategy call, and if you want to continue, then we will set up the same day, same time for 12 weeks, and we meet for 1 hour each week. And during that time, we initially start talking about what your goals are in the respect of, are you trying to work on your personal life? Are you trying to focus more on your career? Some people want to just focus on their personal stuff. Some people want to have a slant more towards their career. And so it just depends on what your goals are. Once we establish that, then week 2, we start with the various themes. And each week we have a different theme, and they build on each other. So for example, on week 9, I might refer back to week 2, which is the clarity theme. So it's a really great process. If you are looking to up level, then you definitely want to at least have a strategy call with me so that we can talk about how you can become a high performer. If you are looking to become the better version of yourself, then let's have a conversation. So now let me talk a little bit about the clarity theme. Hey everyone, I am so excited to announce that the Unlock the Leader Within membership is finally launched and live. This segment is brought to you by our very own No Woman Left Behind. The Unlock the Leader Within membership was designed to empower you in your corporate career to advance your career with confidence. Confidence is so lacking these days. When you join the Unlock the Leader Within membership, you will gain the ability to become a high performer. You will have your custom career roadmap and more than anything. And the thing that's most exciting to me is that we will build an amazing community of like-minded, ambitious professional women that are there to help and support and learn from each other. This incredible membership is up and running, so check it out. Go ahead and scan the QR code over here, or if you're listening to this episode, go to the episode website and click on the Unlock the Leader Within membership to check it out. And now back to our episode, the clarity theme. So with the clarity theme, I am going to ask you some questions, and this is coaching. So we're not going to have a working relationship where I'm going to be giving you the answers. I can't give you the answers to your life. You are the one that's going to have to come up with the answers to your different situations, but I'm there to support you, to troubleshoot, to be the devil's advocate, sometimes to challenge you, and more than anything, to be a sounding board to where you are in your life. So we're going to talk about things like, what are you certain about in your life? What are the things that you know are working really well and things that you want to change? We're going to talk about things like, what do you value most in your life? I think most of us value our families, of course, but what about us? What about putting value on ourselves and working on loving ourselves and liking ourselves and being kind and generous to ourselves? That's a big piece. I actually asked someone before, do you love yourself? And the answer was no. And I was a little bit surprised because, well, I love me. But not everybody has been working on personal development. And that's another thing. I've been working on personal development for, gosh, I think officially I started in 2007. So unofficially, I had been working on myself prior to that. And the only reason why I say officially is because I attended what is known as a Landmark Education Forum. And it's a 4-day intensive therapy, think of that it helps you take the meaning out of things. I should say the charge out of different situations. So it's still going, Landmark Education Forum. You can look it up online. If you're looking for intensive therapy and trying to get out of your own way in a short amount of time, then that's a resource that you can do. I will link it to the show notes. So moving on to the next thing that we're going to talk about in the clarity theme is things like, are you clear about who you are? And what makes you successful? Like what has worked for you in the past, and what is it that you're trying to do? Then we transition to my most favorite part of probably the entire 12 weeks. This really has been life-changing for me. And then I know it has been life-changing for others, because people don't realize that there's always a best version of yourself that you're trying to reach. And they're not very literally clear on how to identify that. And we identify who your best self is and where do you want to operate from. And we do that by doing an exercise, which I think is a beautiful exercise because it's definitely a collaboration between me as your coach and you trying to identify 9 words that are going to be your guiding light, your North Star. So anytime you have any kind of situation, whether it's personal or professional situation, and you're struggling, we're always going to go back to that clarity chart and ask, are you operating as your best self in this situation? I had a client that was very reluctant to do some collaboration, and I asked them, are you operating from your best self? And when I asked that question, they started smiling and they started shaking their head. And they were like, I know what I need to do now. So again, I will challenge you a little bit when we're in the high performance coaching, but trust me, when I challenge you, it's because I heard something that you said that doesn't quite resonate with your best self or how you would like to operate in the world. So, a little bit about how we do the clarity chart. We will talk about 3 different aspects, and we will identify 3 words in each of these 3 aspects. So the first one is what is your best self? What is it that you think of yourself when you think of yourself in the best light? So that's the first topic. The second topic is, how do you want to interact with others in the world as your best self? And then the third one is, we're going to identify 3 of your top success markers that are going to be the top words that, again, you identify as anytime that you're struggling or challenge or have challenges, you're going to always go back to these 3 words and you're going to be like, oh, okay, I know what persona or what characteristic I need to be operating from. And so there's a little bit of back and forth, and sometimes we'll come back and change a word, or they'll say something and I'll make some suggestions of the words. But at the end of the clarity session, you will have a clarity chart with these 9 words, and we'll put them into a beautiful Canva design that fits your taste, and it will be your North Star. So you will post this clarity chart somewhere. Like I would always say, I always recommend posting it on your desktop or on your phone background, even if it's the 9 words, because sometimes we'll have to figure out how to do that. But it is the best thing for you to do, because anytime you open up your computer and you see those 9 words, that clarity chart, it's going to be grounding you back to who you want to be as your best self. So again, out of all 12 sessions, the clarity session is my most favorite because we really dig into the best version of who you want to be. And then the rest of the program definitely builds and compounds from there. So the next session, I will share more about session 3, and I will describe kind of the same thing as we did here, but I'll talk about 3 or 4 more sessions after this so that you can get a feel and a taste for what the other things are. Because a lot of times, the reason why I'm doing this is because a lot of times my clients really don't know what high performance is. And of course, you don't know what you don't know. But at the end of the 3 months, they're so happy that they have done the program. So with that, I hope that this has been valuable and helpful to you. I really am in this world to make it a better place by helping others become their best selves. And we are doing that through high performance coaching. So with that, remember to be brave, be bold, and take action.